Hey guys, Emily here. Today at Threads Run Through It, I wanted to go over a ruler with you. But first I'm going to just show you this cool table. So this is our Martelli table, and I am not going to lie. Just 2 seconds ago we did this exact same video and I was not feeling it. Like, I'm looking chubby thanks to Debbie. She brings in these cheese Danish. So I wanted the table up higher. So all I had to do was plug that sucker in, use the remote, which is right here, and raise the table. How cool is that? So anyways, I shout out to Martelli. So yesterday we were cutting some kits and I want to show you this. It's new. It's from In the Beginning Fabrics. It's called Floral Menagerie. It's set up to be like a block of the month, but we're just selling it as a kit. We cut these awesome kits. That's a lot of fabric. And we decided we wanted to make a sample for the shop. So there are a ton of half square triangles in this thing. So the way that they were doing it is a little different than what we've done before, and we thought there's got to be a better way. So I want to show you that better way today. So we're going to be using a couple of things. Our regular, this is 6.5 by 24, okay? We have a strip tube ruler by Cozy Quilt Designs. This is one of my favorite products. We have an ironing board, an iron, and a rotary, okay? So what I need is a 3.5 finished half square triangle, okay? So to do that, I use the paper that came with our ruler, and it tells me what size strips to cut, and these happen to be 3¼ inches. And what I'm gonna do, I have a couple layered on top of each other. Anytime I'm cutting strips, which is super important that they're very straight, I always put my salvage towards me, okay? Because we know the salvage is straight. So if you're cutting strips, you're gonna layer them up, put your salvages towards you, try to straighten them up, and you're always gonna straighten up your first side, okay? Because it's never straight. If you're cutting your own strips or off the bolt or whatever, it's never gonna be straight. I use my rotary and I straighten up my first side, okay? After I have it straight, then I put my ruler on here and I'm measuring 3¼ and I'm cutting my strips. After you have your strips, we're using the strip tube ruler, so I have to make a tube. So this is where it's a little different than normal half squares. I'm putting right sides together, so I have a dark and a light. And we got to turn it into a tube. So this is an example. I have one made. I'm going to sew 1/4 inch on the bottom and 1/4 inch on the top, okay? They're right sides together and it turns into a tube. So let me just show you that. I'm having a hard time here. So it is a tube all the way through. Everybody see that? Sorry, I keep moving. For John. Okay, so we make a tube. After our tube is made, then we're going to take our strip tube ruler and lay it on my strips, and you'll cut off your first little chunk will be discard, and then you cut. And it's whatever size you're using. Then I flip it and I cut. Then I flip it and I cut. So think about if you have 40-inch strips and you're trying to get half square triangles, instead of making 1 or 2 at a time, you're making a whole strip, okay? So this goes super fast. When I am done cutting, I open up my strip tube here that I've cut, and I have a perfect half square triangle. I take it over to my little ironing surface, which I just wanted to say, we picked these up at the Hampton Quilt Show last weekend, and they are so nice. It sets up off your table, and you can iron right on them. My little mini iron here. I always like to press to the dark, and then I have my finished 3.5. Now you'll notice we do have a couple of little tabs here. At this point, you're going to take your favorite square up ruler and you're going to just make sure it's the right size. So this is a little big, but that's good. And the one thing to remember when we're squaring up these half squares, your square up ruler, whatever kind you choose to use, needs to have that line that goes from corner to corner, because that's what you're going to put on your sew line. And from here, I would just zip, zip, turn it around, and square it up. And then you'll have your perfect 3.5 inch half squares. So come in and check it out. If you have any questions, let us know.